What's going on, everybody? Out of the theater reaction for Zootopia 2. Jennifer Goodwin and Jason Bateman return in this sequel to the very popular Zootopia. I can't believe it was almost 10 years ago at this point, that movie. So this is the sequel, and again, I'm not going to do a full-on non-spoiler review yet, just my out of the theater reaction. So I love the first movie. Watch it with my kids all the time. Loved it when it came out in general. Holds a very special place in my heart. I remember seeing it with my oldest when she was little, and it just, the rhythm, and I just rewatched it recently, and the rhythm of it, the comedy of it just hits. This one is a very solid sequel. What it does this time around, it kind of takes place right after Judy and Nick are partners and they have to solve another case. That's what we can say there. So the question is, how is the case? It's a fun case. It's a good case. Jokes are good. Are they as good as the first one? Not really, but they still work in the partnership. It's the connection between Judy and Nick that drives the entire story. Can they work as partners? Was it a one-hit wonder? And what kind of craziness is going to happen along the way? And so what they do, I think that is good, and it doesn't really end too much. You have your kind of greatest hits where you see it in the trailer where they bring back Flash, or they bring back some of the jokes or things that you liked from the first movies because they know it worked and they wanted to bring it back, but they also introduce a couple of new characters, new things that are working, and I thought the standouts were Feast and Femster, and as well as Andy Samberg, and Feaster Femster and Andy Samberg, and I think that it's a little long. It's about 145 or so, but overall, I was still engaged because I like being back here. What I also liked is the fact that you got a little bit more of the history of what Zootopia was and the lore and the building it out. And I think that that's what really worked for me was the world building, the relationships, and just the overall heart that it has. So like I said, did I like it better than the first one? No. But do I think it's a really good sequel? Yes. And do I think it's worth it to go out and check it out in the theater? Absolutely. It gets you in the feels by the end of it, and I thought it just worked. So that's my out of the theater reaction for Zootopia 2. You excited for it? Do you want to see it? You gonna check it out in the theater? Were you a fan of the first one? Let me know exactly what you're thinking. So also make sure that you click subscribe, comment, like, hype this video up, man. Help more people find this channel, and you do that by doing all those things I just asked you to do. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you, and be on the lookout for my non-spoiler review of this movie coming out really soon. Thanks again. See you soon.